Here is a reduced size silhouette, and this is sitting at the 100-yard line. I'm going to walk back, and we're going to take my Bushmaster A2 heavy barrel, and we're going to shoot 10 rounds of 55 grain PMC commercial spec ammunition, and we'll just see how we do. I don't expect exceptional accuracy, but we'll give it a try. There's really no wind, real slight breeze, so that's not going to be a factor at all. Temperatures hovering right above freezing. So it's not a bad day out. It's one of the few days where there's really no wind out here. Man, I love my range. Beautiful scenery. Let's go see how we did. Well, I tell you what, my fingers are cold. Doesn't take long shooting in this weather to get your fingertips pretty numb. Can't wait until they get the 1,000-yard lane built on this range. We only had the long range shoots 1 day a week during last summer, but they're still working on a dedicated 1,000-yard range, so that should be pretty fun. This is a good test of that high vis sight too, and we'll see how that does. All right, that's not too bad at all. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Just to show frame of reference, I didn't bring a tape measure along. There's my hand right there. So minus this guy right here, these are all sitting right around 3 inches, which is about average for these rifles. If I had better ammunition, I could suck it down to probably 1.5 inches. This is a 10-shot group, mind you, and this is probably a good demonstration of the consistency of PMC ammo. Because if you look at one thing, most of my shots are right in here. This is a nice tight group. And then there's a few flyers. So if you really want to check out the consistency of your rifle and your ammo combination, shoot more than 3 rounds. 3 rounds is a good starting point. 5 rounds is even better. But the best is, if you can, shoot like a good 10-round group, or hell, even do a full 30-round group. But that's certainly not bad consistency. The Vis Sight seems to work pretty good. I noticed the high-vis portion of that sight isn't centered in the middle of this front sight post, so that bugs me a little bit. I had to sit there and not pay attention to that little orange dot, and I had to pay attention to the sight post itself. It's just a little bit off, so I don't know about that. I might go ahead and get rid of that, throw a regular post back in. Try something else later. But not bad. I encourage you guys to go out and try 10-shot groups. It doesn't matter what rifle you got. Just make sure to do at least 10 shots, preferably more. That way you get a good representation of what the consistency of your rifle and ammo combination is. This is average. This is decent for 100 yards. I'm putting all the shots in the palm of my hand. Most of them are even smaller than that. But I can certainly do better if I pick a little bit better ammo. PMC is not the best ammo out there. It's pretty good for factory ammo, but it's not the best. So alright, thanks a lot for watching, and post up your videos. Okay, we're back on the shooting line. I went ahead and took this target back with me because I have my tape measuring with, so I wanted to go ahead and measure this 10-round group. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to measure the flyers. Now, there's a lot of variables when we're talking about shooting. I mean, unless you lock the rifle into a vise and mechanically operate that trigger to take out human error, there's always going to be human error. So this is the bulk of the groups right here. This is 7 rounds out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's 8, 9, and 10. 10 rounds total. Now, this is pretty good consistency. There's a little bit of inconsistency here. That could be me. That could be the ammunition. You'll never really know unless you really lock the rifle into a machine vise and mechanically operate that trigger to take that human error out of it. But I'll go ahead and measure. And right here, hopefully you can see, we're sitting at, let me go over here so you can maybe see a little bit better. It's not the best camera angle. But including the flyers, measuring the flyers, I'm sitting at exactly 3.5 inches. So 3.5 inches at 100 yards, including the flyers, that's not bad. If I discounted these 3 flyers, which technically isn't correct because you want to count everything as a group size, but for consistency's sake, since most of my rounds are right here, and there's only a few that kind of fell out of this group, I'm going to go ahead and measure this group right here, which is 7 rounds. And that 7-round group, the largest space between the two is just under 1.5 inches. And then if I measure horizontally, we're looking at 1.25 inches. Just under 1.25 inches. So that's really good consistency. That's really not bad out of this rifle, out of an Hbar rifle, Bushmaster shooting standard 55 grain PMC. That's certainly good consistency. I'm pleased with it. I could certainly do better if I took my time a little bit more and I had a little bit better ammunition, of course. But, alright, just wanted to show you guys that really quick. I figure you guys deserve a little tape measurement here, just a little better idea of the groups. So, certainly not bad at all. Not the best, but not bad. Certainly certainly good groupings for a good standard AR-15. So, all right, thanks a lot for watching. And again, post up your videos, 100 yards, AK, AR, doesn't matter what it is. Post up what you can get for good rifle groups.